It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide.
Hey, you just stole that from You Don't Know Jack.
Shut up, man. It's called an appropriation.
The Aussie Gamers Experience.
It's all Aussie.
Beware though, this show is a little bit sweary.
Enjoy the show.
G'day everyone and welcome to episode 340 of the Aussie Gamers Experience podcast. Coming to you live from lockdown and YouTube. We're still here, we're still doing it. Don't forget, if you're listening along on your favourite podcast catcher, be sure to check out the links to come and say g'day during the live show. I am, of course, Snoogs. Joining me, Lucas. How are you, mate?
And I am Lucas. I'm very good, thank you very much. And how are you, mate?
Good. Locked in.
Keeping it together, brother?
Keeping indoors. I wouldn't say together. I would say effectively spread. No, it's all right. We've had the Berejiklian come out of her cave and saw her shadow, so we've got lockdown for another 4 weeks, as you know. And we're still just doing what we're doing, keeping safe, keeping everyone safe. Much like yourself.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I am on holidays again, and I use the term holidays very loosely because I'm just not working, but just stuck at home because we are in lockdown still, even beyond the 30th of July. But we've got another 4 weeks of this garbage. But you know what? Look, as much as it sucks, home is where I want to be most of the time, so not too bad. I've been playing video games and chilling out at home. It's my house is kind of half built now, so I can poo in my own toilet, shower in my own shower.
That's a bonus. Yeah,
that's good. So we got enough of it done, but it's still a mess here because the construction had to get paused and all that sort of stuff. But no one wants to hear about that. That's boring stuff, I guess. So I guess we can get into the cool stuff.
Yeah, well, first bit of cool stuff. Happy birthday to Miss Mumu.
Yes, Mumu Loco. She turned 13 yesterday. It was her birthday, and we just had a chill day at home and set up a fire and like out the back and just did stuff at home really to celebrate a birthday. We ordered like Uber Eats or whatever it was. I don't know. We had some sort of food delivered to us just so it was a little bit special. Food. Yeah, instead of, just spag bowl or whatever. So, yeah. For those international people.
Petrol on the fire?
No, there was no petrol used. For international people, spag bowl is spaghetti bolognese. Because I find that there's a lot of Aussie slang that internationals just scratch their head at because it's just not normal talk. They speak in tongues, those Aussies.
Mate, if you watch Isaac Butterfield on YouTube at all, there's a whole lot of people that think Australia doesn't exist, and anyone that portrays themselves as Australian is just an actor.
Yes.
I'm waiting for my check.
I have seen that where that's the flat earthers, isn't it? They say that everybody in Australia is a paid actor to say that we're underneath this globe and all that sort of stuff.
Yep.
Spag bog, says Radicus. Who calls it spag bog? Is that like see, it's not just Australia. Like that's another thing. The different states of Australia.
South Australian thing.
Because the country is so vast and the states are like the cities are very far between. A lot of the lingo doesn't travel very well across the same country. So. Yeah, it's
amazing the difference, and especially like the difference between the East Coast and the West Coast is massive.
Oh, I know. Those people in Perth, I feel like, are just a different country altogether. Hey, Martikins, Squirrel.
Martikins, the Squirrel, how you doing? I was always told the reason that the line for WA is a straight line is so we can cut down it and let them float away. But that's something else altogether.
Like we did to Tasmania.
Yeah, just let them go. So, no, we don't want them. No. All right. Well, g'day to everyone in the chat. How are you going? Hope you're having fun. There's a lot of people in there. I haven't really been paying attention. The usuals are here. The ones that we love everyone.
Wraithy, Azrael, Stace. Hey, Stace. Skrill. There's a few people there. We had a few subs as well through the week. We had, where's my list here? RT Camos Gaming, Eric J, TGG, Steve Holmes, Black Moses Jedi. There's some cool names. Welcome to the channel. Thanks for the sub, and welcome to everybody that is in the live chat there. Thank you. Not Fritz or Devon. What do you call it instead of Fritz or Devon? I've heard. Oh, is that
provolone?
Polony with a P?
Yeah.
Polony. We call it Devon here. Yeah. That lunch meat stuff that's crazy and pink. But anyway, all right. Let's talk video games instead of random shit. How about we?
Oh, but we always do the random shit so well. All right, on tonight's show, we've got Sony is in the news for the good, and some would say the bad as well. A return to the old gem this week. We've got some new games, The Ascent and Death's Door, some new studio news, Lust from Beyond, Back in the Hood, PS Plus, Games with Gold, and the usual antics and laughs along the way. So let's jump into some game talk, shall we, mate?
Let's do it.
All right. Do you want to kick it off with? Let's kick it off with The Ascent from yourself.
Okay.
Because I've played a grand total of about 10 minutes of this and turned it off.
All right. Well, this game came out on the 30th, so last week, and it was on Game Pass. And what it is, it's a, what do they call it? Twin stick shooter with a isometric view. And the first thing that is the most notable is that the visuals are amazing. When I think top-down games or twin stick shooters, I think of, passable graphics and just fun gameplay, really. This one,
but
the
also
visuals,
very flat.
What, very flat? It's flat.
Yeah, well, like when you think of a twin stick, when you think of a twin stick shooter world, you think of it's got your corridors or whatever, but it's usually a very flat. This one's very
correct.
Very,
now this game,
verticality in it.
This game could have easily been transferred. This just standing on the outside looking in. I don't know any actual tech specs on this, but I actually feel like it could easily be changed into a first-person shooter by just changing the camera angle, because everything looks like it's been made full 3D. All of the environments and characters are all fully realized. It's just that they've taken the camera really up high above. It is an astonishing feat of creating an environment that looks amazing. Now, it is a cyberpunk style game, and I heard a lot of stuff before the release of The Ascent saying that this is the cyberpunk that we should have got with when Cyberpunk 2077 launched. But you know what? Unfortunately, The Ascent has a lot more in common with Cyberpunk 2077 than I would have liked. And by saying that, as much as the gameplay is fantastic, the visuals are amazing, the game is broken as shit on Game Pass. I don't know if I look from playing with Wraithy, it's just as broken on Steam as well. I don't know what it's like on consoles. Now, there's a couple of things that I want to mention as well. It's a little bit on a tangent, but a couple of months ago, this game was placed onto the Xbox. No, not the Xbox. What do they call it? The Game Pass app thing on my PC. And what they do, as soon as the game's available, you can actually download it to your PC. You can't play it until the release date, but you can literally download it. So you can get it done months in advance. And I did it. I don't know why, but I installed it like 2 months ago. When I started playing the game, when it released, I had options in the settings that nobody else had. And I couldn't join an online match with anybody. And it was strange because it was almost like there was a day one update but my game was up to date. It said there were no updates because there were people online saying that there's no DLSS, and Wraithy was saying that as well. No DLSS, but I had a setting for DLSS on mine, but it was grayed out. But Wraithy was saying that there was no DLSS settings. It just wasn't there. So why did I have it and he didn't? We're both running 30 series graphics cards, but DLSS wasn't there. Ray tracing was there and it was turned on, but it didn't have ray tracing in the game. Then what I did, because we couldn't join each other, because for some reason when I would try and join an online match with Wraithy, it would tell me I need to update the game. But then I would leave the game and there were no updates available for it. So I deleted the game and reinstalled it, went back into the settings, those grayed out DLSS settings, gone. So they're just not there anymore. They're not grayed out. The DLSS settings are gone. So, and once again, the ray tracing settings were there. They were on, but they didn't work. There was no ray tracing in the game. And you could tell that by the reflections in the puddles. They were absolutely horrible.
Apparently there's been a bit of a blow up about that. The ray tracing thing is something they've just not included with Game Pass. Like with the Game Pass version of it.
Well, I'm thinking that there's just an issue and they had it removed because, or disabled or something because of a problem with it. DirectX 12, you need to run DirectX 12 to have ray tracing and DLSS. And it's all still in beta. So I would imagine there's probably just issues. That's why it was removed. I don't think it was just because they're not providing that for the free version, so to speak, the Game Pass version. But anyway, that's one issue, and that's another thing to consider. I would probably say don't pre-install Game Pass games 2 months out because for some reason they won't patch.
You'll get a different version. Yeah,
maybe a day or two before release. Then maybe preload it because that was an issue that was beyond anything that sort of comes after that. But anyway, the issues that I have had in the game are things like the multiplayer character that I'm in with. So if I'm playing with Wraithy, his character moves on screen at about 8 FPS. So the game runs at 140 FPS for me. But his character, the animations are at 12 FPS. It's probably a latency issue or an online issue, but it didn't look that great. That's just one little thing that I can probably look past. Nothing major. But then there are other issues like bugs where there was fairly early in the game, probably only about 20 minutes to half an hour into the game, there's a mission where you have to kill 4 of these chrome, whatever they are. They're basically mini boss enemies, but only one of them appeared and the other 3 never spawned. I left the game, reloaded it, still not there. Quit the game, reloaded it, still not there. So I had to start a brand new game, new save file, new character, and played through it, and then all 4 of them spawned. So that was a game-breaking bug there that was that's really bad. I mean, it wasn't so bad because it was near the start, but imagine if that happened 10 hours into the game. Like that's woeful. Then there was also there is another recurring issue where I'll be shooting my gun and then my gun just stops firing, almost like I'm out of ammo. But the thing is, this game doesn't have limited ammo. It's unlimited. You just have clip sizes. So you might have 45 in the clip, or you might have 12. It's unlimited. You can just keep spraying and praying, right? But it just stopped. The gun stopped working, and I couldn't shoot anymore. In a twin stick shooter, that's really important to be able to fire your gun.
Kind of a necessity, yeah.
Yes. And so, as much as Cyberpunk 2077 was given a whole bit of flack for being broken, not once did I ever incur, and this was on PC, I never encountered a game-breaking bug. All of the bugs that I encountered in 2077 were just like, oh, that looks shit, that looks terrible, but anyway, moving on. This one has actually made me start the game from scratch again, which is frustrating. But anyway, putting all that stuff aside and moving on from it, the game's actually pretty good. I think it's a simplified RPG style thing where you'll level up. You've got guns that you can level up the guns as well using different bits and pieces that you find to upgrade and things like that. And it's a fun, competent twin stick shooter, but it's broken, super broken. No harm, no foul if you've got it on Game Pass to play it, but if you've got to pay money for this, I'd be waiting until it's fixed because it's in a pretty shit state at the moment. But yeah, that's my experience with the Ascent. Sorry.
Have you played it just on your own without being online?
Yeah.
How was optimization for you?
Well, with the way it runs?
Yeah, and the way it reacts to your PC.
No, it was
like. Did you
fine.
notice it? You didn't notice anything?
The reason it was a little bit stuttery to start off with, but that stuff sort of like seemed to iron itself out. But other than that, no, it's fine.
Okay. So I played, like I said, about 10 minutes, and it was something that I saw you guys playing it the night before, and I didn't want to do anything. I think I ended up sitting in front of the TV that night. But yeah, so I downloaded it the next day and got it kicked off to see if you were going to jump on again, sort of thing, and just sort of started playing it just to get a bit of a feel for it. And it ran fine. Like I said, like you said, it looks fantastic. It ran fine, but one thing I noticed is my GPU temperature went nuts, just spiked big time.
To what?
And I didn't see what it spiked to, but I've got the RGB on the side reacts to temperature.
Yeah.
So it went from green straight up to nearly red, and the fans went absolutely nuts. So I don't know what, like to the point where I'm playing something like Call of Duty or Cyberpunk, and Cyberpunk itself and Call of Duty Black Ops doesn't have that sort of draw on it as well. I just didn't know if it was, like you said, something in that first bit that ironed itself out, or there was something more problematic there. But I don't think it did it to a point where it was dangerous. I just noticed that it did it.
Yeah, look, I mean, it shouldn't anyway. You should have a thermal cap on your GPU, which is usually, I think, 84
it's
degrees.
In the 90s.
No, it shouldn't be in the 90s.
But yeah, either way, I heard the fans pull up, and yeah, it was very strange to do that. So yeah, weird.
But look, I mean, it is quite an labor-intensive game. Like I said, it's like full 3D, and like when you go into cutscenes, it full changes angles.
Raticus_USM super chatted $1.47. Come to the South Oz. The pubs are open.
We can't.
I would love to.
We're not allowed to go anywhere. So, and plus, if my only option was to go to South Australia or Adelaide, I'll just stay in lockdown, thanks.
Mate, 45 minutes that
thanks
way,
for the super chat.
Pubs are open. And we're not allowed there either. So.
Yeah, Greater Western Sydney or whatever, we're locked in our rooms. But doesn't
locked
matter.
in.
Yeah, look, that's the Ascent.
Naughty people.
It's not without its issues, but as soon as it's fixed, it'll be a good game. Actually, I was just one last thing. I was talking to Wraithy the other day, and I'm frustrated. I'm sick to death of these games, and it's happening more and more and more often. These games getting released broken.
What is coming out on Game Pass?
What's that got to do with it?
because so often these games that are coming out on Game Pass are fucking broken.
Yeah, but it's not. It's not an exclusive. It's come out on Steam as well. The game's just these days are just coming out in a broken state, and it's almost like they're just accepting that. Oh well, this game's going to be shit for a couple of months, and then it'd be good. But then for people that are early adopters, we get the bad experience, and I'm getting tired of it, and it needs to change to a point like Nintendo. Have you ever played a Nintendo game that was broken? Like a first-party Nintendo game?
No.
They don't do that. Their games come out and they work. Yeah, they probably have bugs, but very rarely are they game-breaking bugs. I know they do exist. I know they have had issues, but they're not as widespread as what these games are all like. And there needs to be a point where, like, come on. If you're going to start charging $120 like Sony does, your game needs to be fixed. It needs to work when we get it.
It needs to be spot on, it needs to be polished.
Yeah, get the shit working before you release it. And that Nintendo quote still resonates today. A delayed game is eventually good, but a bad game is forever bad. Like, just delay your frigging game. I just feel like the bad press that you get from releasing a shit broken game is worth just delaying it a little bit, because people will be like, oh, it's been delayed, that sucks. But at least they're not saying your game's broken and shit. Get it fixed. Anyway. All right.
Well, Martikins has put in the chat that gamers are partly to blame for that. And he's true, because, you know, as soon as you announce a delay, fuck, there's videos made about you, people are up in arms, they're carrying on. It's like you just sort of said, it's your firstborn's gone.
That's on them as well. Like, how about be realistic?
To the devs,
How about be realistic? Instead of setting unrealistic deadlines, how about give a release date when you're pretty damn sure it's going to happen? Look, I don't know if this is going to be the case, but Dying Light held off a release date for Dying Light 2, that is, held off a release date for a very long time. We've known about Dying Light 2 for many, many years, but they did not say when it was going to be released. And they have only recently this year said it's going to be released in December. Now, we waited a long time for that. So I would expect that should not have any delays. And if it does get delayed, at least when it's released, it better be a working game. I know games are getting more intricate as time goes on, and the boundaries are pressed and pushed, so there's a lot more that can go wrong. But then if that's the case, then you're going to have to take a lot more time in making it work, or don't push those boundaries if you can't handle it. Just saying. Anyway, it's enough whinging. What's next?
Well, how about we talk about a game that was made by a two-person dev team, and it come out and it wasn't broken. And that game's Death's Door. Now, there's a review up on our website about this one, released just after the last show. So, Death's Door, created or developed, by Acid Nerve, and I believe Acid Nerve is a UK studio, published by Devolver. Good old Devolver Digital. It is a isometric sort of brawler, I suppose you could call it. It's got sort of a feel of those old.
Is this? Are you watching the stream? Games. Is this the right video, or am I showing something that's completely different?
Is it the little crow? Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, little crow. That's the one. Okay.
Yeah. So you're a crow and you are a reaper. So your job as a crow, they've sort of turned this afterlife into a 9-to-5 monotony. You go into the office and your job is to go and collect souls. Now what happens is your first big soul that you go to collect, something happens and then you have to chase the person that stole your soul through this other world that's sort of full of weird and fantastical characters and bosses and it hasn't. It's sort of like a purgatory world. It hasn't been touched by death, so there's things living there that are growing way too old than they should be, that can't die, and it's just got this real sort of tongue-in-cheek humor about it. But then it's also got a really cool story. It's really well made. It is so buttery smooth to play. Oh, it's fantastic. I've really enjoyed. I'm sort of shitty with myself that I haven't been able to play more and more of it, because it is so much fun.
Yeah, that looks good. What are you playing that on?
PC.
Yeah, right.
So it's on Steam. So go and get it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so it's just it's kind of like a twin stick sort of controls, like a twin stick sort of shooter, but you've got different abilities. You've got your sword, you've got a magical bow, you've got a grappling hook, and a couple little things. It's very simplistic, but it all works in well with each other. And then you've got these characters that are, this little old lady that you'd think was such a nice thing, but she's sort of dodged death for so long. She's hundreds of years old, and she's a witch that turns people's heads into crockery. So they're like got pots where their head should be, and they can't do anything. So one of the people that you actually meet is called Pothead, that serves soup out of his head.
Pothead.
And there's another one where part of your tutorial, as you're walking along and learning the mechanics of the game, and you come across this creature that's in the graveyard that's got this big gravestone on its head, and it's like, if you push whatever, it'll do an attack. Try it on me. Hopefully you'll relieve me from this place. And so you do this heavy attack on him, and then it does nothing. And he's like, oh, so I'm still here. Oh, well, it was worth a try.
Yeah.
You're like, okay. But there he is in the thing with the thing on its head.
Oh, yeah. That's him that you're talking about. Yeah, I mean, look, this game looks really good. How much is it?
I'm not entirely sure. I think it's about $30. It's not huge.
I like that. Devolver Digital, they publish some really cool games.
Mate, the sort of stuff that comes up, and when I was talking to the PR people about it, because I said exactly the same thing. I'm like, what is it about Devolver that they just seem to pick these niche games that just turn out to be absolute gems? And they were of the same opinion. It's just they seem to find the right things to do.
Yeah, $28.95 on Steam.
There you go.
Or $42.95 for the deluxe edition. Yeah.
But it's very pretty.
Yeah, I like that.
Very
I might
good.
get it.
It's very good. It's a lot of fun.
Nice. The guys in the chat are still talking about bloody Duke Nukem Forever. Did you play that?
Yeah, I know. Yeah. The funniest thing is, I was going to say this in the afterwards, but talking on the Spacey show the other day, we ended up talking about Duke Nukem as well, and I got my special, because I've still got the special edition sitting behind me that's still in the box.
Right. Yeah, look, the most memorable part of playing Duke Nukem Forever was picking up a turd that was in a toilet, and the voiceover of Duke saying, "Why am I doing this?"
Yes.
That was funny. That was an achievement too. That was nice. And we've that's a new name in the chat there. I haven't seen that one before. Inferno Plays, or if I have, I've forgotten. Yeah, sorry. I apologise. That's rude of me.
Welcome anyway. Mother Gunship. That sounds familiar, but I can't picture it.
Yeah, Mother Gunship was one of the free games that were given away on the Epic Game Store on PC. Now, I haven't played a lot of Mother Gunship, so I won't have a lot of input here, but I just wanted to mention it because it is a very unique style of game that I think a lot of people would appreciate. especially you, Wraithy. I think this is up your alley. Now, think of a first-person kind of mech-based shooter, but the unique part of it is that you make your own guns. So the guns that are on your left and right arms that shoot and stuff like that are all modular. So before you head out into a mission, you'll grab different components. And it reminds me a little bit of Dead Space 3. Because in Dead Space 3, you could build your own guns, like customize them.
Yes.
It's kind of like that. So you'll have like a base to work off. And then you can either plug in something that has like a firing, altering...
Lon Kuna super chatted $5. Man, it's early.
Hey, Lorne. I'm sure it is very early for you on the other side of the world. It's late for us. It's 9 p.m. here, as you can see in the top right-hand corner of the screen. But thank you very much for the super chat, and welcome to the stream, and welcome to the show. But yeah, you can plug in different components that will change the effect of the gunfire, or you can add like 50 barrels to one gun if you want to make like a super minigun or something. You can add all these different things, and that's the gun you use for that run through the level. I think it's like a procedurally generated maps that you go through, but I just really liked that idea that you make the gun that you want to use. I thought that was really unique. I haven't really played a lot of it yet, but I think it's absolutely worth checking out. And yes, A10, it is free on Epic Games. I think it's still there, but absolutely worth having a look at. What did Inferno? Sorry, it's hard to read that section. Oh, here it is. The Dead Space series was really good. The first one blew up the enclosed spaces and tight spots. Yes. 2 and 3 seem not to be as scary or sheltered as the ship on Dead Space 1. Yeah, one of the things, going off on a tangent here, but it's an interesting topic. I think Dead Space 1 was scarier, and for a couple of reasons. Yes, there was more of an isolated feeling to Dead Space 1, and Isaac, the main character that you play as, didn't have a voice. So it felt like you were in this world on your own without very much support at all. The second one,
slipping into insanity.
Yeah, and the silence is maddening.
It's maddening. It's ridiculous.
The second one, Isaac was given a voice. I did like Isaac's voice, so I was a fan of it. But then it sort of opened up and became more of a cinematic experience because of the popularity of the first one. They went away from that niche, super scary game, and Snoogs looks scared just talking about it. And made it a little bit more of like a cinematic-y sort of thing, which, I think took away a little bit of that edge of the fear. And the third one completely ruined the fear factor by making it co-op. But I believe with 3, what it took away from being scary, it added in being fun. But that's my opinion.
Yes. But if you play number 3 single player, you still get a bit of the feel from the first 2.
Yeah. Look,
it's not as full on as the originals, but I've only just recently started playing 3 a couple of weeks back, and the first time I turned it on, it was like straight back into that Dead Space mind. The sounds, the visuals, the way that the bloody creatures move. It was enough for me to go, yeah, I shouldn't be starting this at 1 o'clock in the morning. I'll just put this down. We'll come back later. We'll play it a bit more then.
Easy. All right.
Yeah, I know.
What's next?
Take us through your game of smut, mate.
It's not a game of smut. You are too quick to judge, my friend. All right, now
not too quick to judge. I only had a snippet.
Yeah, and it was amazing. We won't go through that again. That'll be the same conversation we had last week. All right, so Not too much to talk about this week on Lust from Beyond, but I did play it a little bit more, and the gameplay went. I got really annoyed with it. It became. I felt like I was running away from. What's that guy's name in Resident Evil where he just follows you, like Nemesis and
Yeah.
the other big dude in the black trench coat and stuff. It was just like that, where you've got no ability to attack, but you've just got to run from these things, and they just appear out of nowhere and beat the shit out of you. And it was just like that, and it sort of lost Mr. X. Thanks, Mannequins. It just lost what I was enjoying about the progression of the game earlier, and I felt like it was just more of a frustration running away from something that I can't fight sort of mission. There's still plenty of dicks and tits and stuff all over the place, but you don't even have a chance to appreciate all of the dongs and boobies because you're too busy running from shit and scared.
Just got to run closer to the wall, mate.
Yeah. But anyway, it annoyed me the other day, so I stopped playing it, and I haven't gone back to it. So the gameplay completely changes after that, the first couple of hours. I do want to go back to it. I will go back to it because I'm pretty sure the rest of the game won't be like that, and I'm really intrigued to see how it does pan out. But yeah, the next section after what I was talking about the last time we talked about this game changed a whole lot, and I didn't really enjoy it. But anyway, I'll have more to talk about of that one as I play more.
Well, I'm intrigued to see how it ends. I'd like to see how the story ends. That's cool. I've gone back to a classic, I suppose you'd call it. It'd be getting close to being a retro game now. Grand Theft Auto 5.
Oh, yep.
So,
not online, just the game.
No, online. GTA 5 online. Recently, they've just added a new update, which kind of takes GTA back to what GTA at its core really was way back when. The Los Santos Tuners update. Now, what this does is it's another business to run, but the business is modifying cars. So someone will send. So there's a legitimate business front where you can actually go and people will send their car in to get modified and serviced by you, which you do. And then there's the illegitimate business back that you're running certain things. You're stealing cars. You're racing. There's a whole underground race scene. There's modification up the wazoo. It's pretty much for someone like me that's a bit of a car nerd, and good old Greg, who I've been playing it with many hours well into the late nights. It really is a complete refresh of the game. And one of the best things for it, a lot of the stuff you can do and make big money on a private session. So you don't have to be in a lobby with everyone else.
Okay.
So you get rid of that sort of whole griefing thing. But yeah, it's a really cool sort of little subsection of the game. It's kind of this Fast and the Furious type thing. Yeah.
Well,
We
Martikins
also
has
completed a heist.
there's 230 hours in Mechanic Simulator. Do you think GTA will replace that? Probably not.
It might actually. It's very addictive. That's the main problem with GTA, as the problem with GTA has been for a long time, is the grind to make the money. But another thing that we've done sort of helps out with that grind a little bit. So the last heist that was added, the Cinco Perico heist, or something like that. It's like a heist where you go to the tropics in Southern America and steal from someone on this island. and you've got to go to the island, do a stakeout sort of thing, work out where you've got to go and how you've got to do it, then come back and then go back and do it. And again, most of it you can play in a single server. You don't need to worry about other people. The only problem is it's pretty much a $4 million buy-in, because you've got to have a penthouse at the casino, and then you've got to have a sub, which the sub starts at 2.2 million. So it's big money, but you start to recoup that pretty quickly, and you can actually do, once you do the first initial heist, Greg and I finished it last night. That took us about three and a half hours. Once you get that first initial heist out of the way, you go back, because the person that you steal from is this, drug lord pretty much. And you keep going back to steal other shit from him. And yeah, each subsequent time you can get through it in about an hour and a half. So it starts to become, quite a profitable way to make money. And the only heist you can do solo if you want to.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, I could get back into that. Sounds interesting.
It's good fun. But that's not bad. And one of the things too, with being a Amazon Prime subscriber, so you get the Twitch gaming as well with that. You can actually get the car shops, like the auto tune shops that you get. They start at about 1.7 million, but if you're a Prime sub, if there's one that's actually free, so you can jump straight into it. You don't have to.
That's nice. Look,
don't have to grind getting any money.
Prime has got to be like one of the best things that you can get for value. It's cheap as shit. It's under $10. I don't know, it's like $7 or $8 or whatever it is.
Yeah, $6-7. Yeah.
You get Prime. Is it movies? Prime
movies, Prime Music.
Yeah, you get Amazon the music Prime as well. You get Amazon Prime, so free prioritized shipping, and you get free games as well through Prime Gaming, Amazon Gaming, whatever it's called. It's just madness if you don't use it. I just feel like it's just also now, especially now during lockdown, the amount of shit I am buying on Amazon that comes in 1 to 2 days delivery for no extra charge on shipping. Oh, it's amazing. But anyway, that's not a sponsor. Well, what?
2 days shipping.
Oh, right.
I bought a Chromebook.
Yeah, right. Yeah. See, and 2 days shipping for free. Yeah. It's great. I had to buy something on eBay the other day because it wasn't on Amazon. That's rare. And it not only did it come late, it was like 2 weeks it took to get the thing delivered. And it said that it was shipping from Australia. So I don't know what their issue is, but anyway.
Then it comes with Chinese writing on it.
It does. Yeah, it actually did.
Yeah.
But anyway,
always does.
Did you read what Wraithy put in there? Sitting on the toe ball doesn't make you a car nerd. It makes you 1/10 the Transformer. There's something wrong with that guy, and I like it.
I love it. It's great.
Radicus has gone back.
1/5 Transformer. So.
Do you go hitch deep? Do you?
Hitch deep.
Safety chain deep. Radicus is back to Red Dead Redemption 2. He likes it on his new telly. Nice. Yeah, Marnikins has said, and a free monthly Twitch sub as well. So you can sub to a mate or sub to somebody that you like watching on Twitch for nothing, and they get some coin and you get ads free.
Exactly.
Shits on YouTube Premium. You know what? I have YouTube Premium, and I like it because I watch a lot of YouTube, and it gets rid of all the ads.
I just have an ad blocker.
And it'll also so you're the problem with why we don't get as much revenue as we should, Snoogs.
I must admit, because we've got a YouTube channel, I don't have it turned on for YouTube.
Oh, good boy. Ozpost is struggling. But anyway, actually, do you know, look, it's probably a little bit of a tangent, but did you...
We're full of tangents tonight.
Yeah, we are. Do you know how Amazon has such snappy delivery? You know how they do it?
It's their own drivers, isn't it?
Well, they've
Or
got
they
it's kind of like Uber Eats. You can sign up and just Joe Blow in his Camry is dropping off the deliveries. They go and get the deliveries from Glendenning or wherever it is in Sydney, and they're the ones dropping it off. Just randos that do it in between their food deliveries or whatever. So they've got probably hundreds of people doing it.
Yeah, mine come out of Melbourne and it come via Australia Post, but it was still here in 2 days.
Yeah,
like it was still, and it didn't cost me anything extra.
Amazing. But anyway, Amazon, not a sponsor, but feel free to sponsor if you want. You got the coin.
Feel free. Info at theagexp.com. Come and say g'day. Mate, you've been back in the hood.
Yes, Hood, Outlaws and Legends. Now, I happily shit canned this game when it first came out, and I felt really bad because I stitched up the Wraith and Reprimir into buying this game to play it with me, not really knowing that it was going to be as shit as it was. But not shit because it's a bad game, but shit because it was just impossible to play because there were just sweaties from day one. It was PvP, VE, and the PvP element was just way above any level of us starting out trying to learn the game, and probably filled with people that had early access and knew how to play the game already. But anyway, I noticed on Steam that it said that there was an update and it now has PvE. That you can team up with 4 players on one team and go in there and just verse AI. It's good. It's better. It's a start.
Yeah. Yep.
But I think you really have to have 4 players. Playing with 2 people, it was almost impossible because Wraithy said now the AI are the sweaties. Because the 4 different, like having 4 characters is essential because you need the different abilities. Whereas if I go in as the archer, who's good at long distance, can do headshots and drop the enemies in one go, I can't fight for shit though. So if I get up in front, like in someone's face, I'm going to get smashed. But then we need a healer. But then we also need someone with brute force that can open doors, because there are some doors that can only be opened by John, like the brute guy.
Yeah.
And then you've got to steal a set of keys off one of the big guards to get to the chest that you need to steal. But then there's another character you can use that can go invisible and can easily pickpocket and stuff like that. It's too hard for 2 players. If you've got maybe at least 3, you probably might be okay. But for the 2 of us, it was a better experience. I automatically enjoyed it a lot better than playing PvP. But it was still too hard. The difficulty was way too high for just 2 people. So it's better with the update. We played it a little bit, but we either need more players or they need more settings. So that's Hood, Outlaws and Legends.
Because that was a full price title too, wasn't it?
No, it was only like $40, $44 or something.
Okay. Yeah, because I find games like that where you can't, like from what, correct me if I'm wrong, but from what you're saying is you effectively can't play it single player.
Without matchmaking, no. You can use matchmaking to get the extra players that you need, but then you're with randos.
Yeah. And can you still do matchmaking with PvE?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Well, that's something at least.
Yeah.
But, yeah, when you have, like, for a game like The Division, which is all online, and you've got the PvE elements, you know, at least with that, you can build towards a solo play. You know, you can build your character to have the strengths and weaknesses you need. But when you're relying on a specific character to do a specific thing, that makes it a lot more difficult. But yeah, I had a look at it again the other day, and then took it out of the cart and went, "No, I'm not. I'll play it for an hour." And won't touch it again. So
Oh, are you talking about Hood?
yeah.
Yeah, no, I couldn't in good conscience recommend it to anyone. If it was free, I would say, yeah, definitely give it a try. Let's have a play and see if we can go all right in it.
See if we can get into it. Yeah.
But no, I couldn't with good conscience say, you go and buy that game, because I've already done that to 2 people and I've regretted it. I feel mean. Xbox Gamer Dad. Good evening, legends. I finally made it. Yes, you did. Better late than never. Welcome to the show. Thanks for
Welcome,
for
mate.
showing up.
Welcome.
Awesome. What's
Now,
next?
last bit for yourself. I don't have anything more to talk about, but the last thing, you did it again. You
What did I
weren't
do?
going to, but you did.
What?
More cheating.
Oh, yes. I forgot about that. I did. I cheated again. I cheated.
Yeah.
And it was a
Still on COD,
curiosity.
or?
It was yeah, it was, yeah. I didn't
Was
actually
it on Call of Duty, or did you do it to some poor little kid
No,
on Fortnite?
this time I cheated in private match. So just with bots.
Okay.
Okay, so
Okay.
let's get. I'm already getting booed from Martikins. Okay, and this wasn't hacks. I wasn't using hacks or anything like that. And I went into Call of Duty and I went into a private match with bots only. But I also purchased something to assist with these cheats, and it was really just because I was curious to see if it was as good as all these people make it out to be. So I went and I bought one of these things.
Oh, is this the new one?
Nah, it's not new. This one's been around for a long time. It's a Cronus Max
yeah.
Plus.
Yep. The good old Cronus.
Use almost any controller on any console. It works on PC too. And this has got to be one of the most pain in the ass things to use, that I would rather get my ass kicked in a game. It works though. It works. Like, you can set this thing up, right? To, what do we got here? Where's the easiest place to read that? Unacceptable cheating should be in GTA Vice City and has to be written in pen on a lined paper. Thanks, girl. You can do stuff like whenever you pull the left trigger into ADS, you'll automatically jump, or you'll automatically go prone. Stuff like that. So this sort of stuff, you could use it in Fortnite. So like, jump shooting and stuff like that.
Yep.
But the benefit that you get out of this, I just feel like it's just stupid. There's also things where you can do use a what do you call it? A semi-automatic gun. Like, I was using the AS Val in Call of Duty, and you could turn it into an automatic fire. It's a pretty overpowered gun, and they combat that by giving you 10 rounds and single fire. This can turn it into automatic. It does give you a benefit. Also, you can make it so when you shoot, it will automatically pull the aim down to combat recoil. So it's got recoil control built into it as well. But if you need this, you just shouldn't be playing video games, I think. If you need this, you are shit. Because yes, it is. It does assist you, make things a little bit sort of easier, I guess. But essentially, this thing is more trouble than it's worth, because it's finicky, and you've got to try and remember, like, that jump shotting thing. You don't want that on all the time. Like, that would just be annoying. So then you've got to use the different button combinations to turn it on and off. Things like that. It's just I
no
probably
thanks.
no. It's $100. This thing. That's not worth it. Not worth it at all. It's maybe for cheating on consoles if you want to do that, but I just think if you need to use one of them, you probably just shouldn't be playing the game, because if you're that
doesn't
bad
even
that you
sound
need
like it.
this, then this isn't going to help you. And you know
it
what?
doesn't
I
sound like
find
it actually does too much. Like
No.
it's not auto aiming. It's not.
no, it's nothing like that. But what I find that what you can achieve with this, I can achieve better by having the pro buttons on the back of the controller.
Yeah.
So where you can automatically do jump shots, whereas I can just press the jump button on the back of the controller and not take my thumb off the thumbsticks. And that's widely agreed upon that this isn't cheating, having the buttons on the back. And I think it's even supported by, say, Microsoft. They actually make their own controller that has the buttons on the back, the Xbox Elite controller. But yeah, so Cronus Max Plus, don't waste your money. I think they're garbage. The benefits that you get out of this, I think you would actually do better. Just practice a little. Just get good scrub.
The age-old saying, hey?
Rapid fire, quick scope, drop shot, auto run, finishing moves, and more. Actually, that's one thing I could see would be really good for Mortal Kombat. Just one button press for a finishing move. Instead
Mortal
of going
Kombat 11
down.
has that in the settings.
Oh, does it? Oh yeah. Because that's not really going to affect the game because you've already won by that point, doesn't it? Haven't you? But using it in a fighting game though, one button for doing special moves, that's cheating.
That's a cheat. Yeah,
I don't agree with that.
Yeah, you got to get your jaw going when you do those sorts of games.
Yeah. So yeah, look, I will not be using this. I thought it might be a little bit of fun and maybe something interesting with some of the features. But some of the the games that you could actually use this really well in, I don't play, so it's no good for me. And the benefits that it gives to FPS games, I just do them on my own. It's not really going to make my life easier. So I did cheat, but it was offline to test that out. Otherwise, garbage.
Right. Well, that's it for our games, mate.
All right.
Let's jump on to the next bit, shall we? What's that sound?
All right. So for this week's What's That Sound, if you guys get your volumes ready so you can hear the audio, because if you are the winner of What's That Sound and What's That Screenshot, you will earn yourself an entry into the giveaway. Because if you aren't aware, if you're listening right now and you aren't aware, this year we're giving away an Xbox Series X or a PlayStation 5. And you earn entries by listening to the show, by chatting to us in the live chat, and also by winning these little games that we play. So without further ado, let's have a listen to this week's What's That Sound? That's an easy one, I think. Do you know what it is, Snoogs?
I've heard it before.
You have heard it before, but you say that all the time.
I've got terrible. My memory's absolutely terrible when it comes to specifics.
Tommy Ted in the chat's just ruining it for everyone. He asked me, why do you laugh every time I get a What's That Sound? And I said, I laugh because you're fucking brilliant. you just like that snapped. You can't get anything past this bloke. He's bloody his knowledge of video games is amazing, and he's already bloody got it. Tommy Ted, well done.
Is he on a different account this week?
I don't know, but yeah, have a listen again for those playing at home. That is this week's What's That Sound, and the first comment in the chat has killed it. One more time. Well, there you go. It is Daytona, USA. Actually, I even prepared this to show you guys.
Wow.
Yeah. There we go.
Do you remember that playing constantly at Hoyt's?
Oh yeah. It just kept
anytime
on
you'd be near
going.
the place, it'd be just constant. Oh. Good stuff. All right, well done, Tommy. On to the next one. What's that screenshot?
Oh yeah. All right.
What do you got for us this week?
How do I do that? Where is it?
What have you drawn? What naughty pictures have you drawn this week?
I don't draw naughty pictures. I don't know what you're talking about, mate. There we go. What's that screenshot? You have to pick what game that is. It's a screenshot of a game, and it's been blacked out just by blobs that I put over the top of the important things to show what it is. Now we've got a cityscape there with a iron gate bridge sort of thing. A couple of bridges there.
Yeah, a couple of bridges.
Got some what do you call them, like advertisements on the side of buildings down there. Got a couple of answers coming through. Skrill says Saints Row, and Radicus says Crackdown 3. Those graphics are way too good for Crackdown 3. Martikins has said Watch Dogs.
I wasn't going to say it.
Watch Dogs is incorrect. Skrill says very phallic tower there. Where? In the background? I don't know. Don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, the little micro one up the back.
We've got a mini map in the bottom left-hand corner where the screen looks like it's cracked for some reason. I don't understand why that's a thing. Yeah, does anybody know what this screenshot is? You know what? As much as this was, I actually got to chat to the developers of this game and asked questions in a media room. This is obviously pre-COVID by probably 10 years. But yeah, I was in a conference with these guys and asked them questions, and there we go. Well, there's probably an argument as to who answered first, but the first one that popped up was from Radicus, and he said Sunset Overdrive. That is correct. And there is the reveal there. So there you go. Congratulations, Radicus. Let me write your name down on this thing here. So that was, I've got to write Tommy in here too. Tommy and Radicus. Oh, what's that screenshot? Did you ever play Sunset Overdrive?
Nope.
You know what? Good game.
Good game?
Very good game. Still a very good game to this day.
I did hear things. Wasn't it a release with the Xbox?
Oh, it was...
Like with the Xbox One?
I don't know. It was very early on, if not a release title. I'm pretty sure it was just early on. Don't think it was a release title. Skrill says, God damn it, I have played this game. Radicus says the wires gave it away. The wires are a very big thing in this game because you can like grind them. This Sunset Overdrive is almost like a Tony Hawk game. You can like grind them, jump and shit, and it's all over the place. It's pretty cool. The game actually punishes you for just running along the ground because you are super slow. But then you can jump on, grind things, bounce, and fly all over the place, jump shooting and all that sort of stuff. It's a crazy hectic game, but it is really awesome. Too many Xbox exclusive. I had no chance. Yeah, okay. There was too many Xbox exclusives. Everyone says that Xbox has no games, so I don't know what you're talking about. Day one game on the Xbox One, says Wraithy. Okay, there you go. Not a bad game. Wish Xbox kept the exclusivity so we could have Demon Souls. Okay. But anyway, Sunset Overdrive. I recommend it. I reckon it's a pretty cool game.
I think I've got it. But
yeah, it is on Game Pass, I think now.
Yeah. but I actually think I've got it on my account.
Yeah, it probably do.
I think
Probably
it
got
was-
it for free or something.
Yeah, probably got it somewhere. I don't know. All I know is that when it came out, I didn't actually have an Xbox, so I haven't been an early adopter of them ever. Sweet, good stuff, guys. On to the next one, the big giveaway game.
Big giveaway game. All right, let's go across.
We've got a few more
to
left
this
on
here.
that one.
There you go, guys. It's over to you. If you don't know what you're doing, you get one chance. Get it wrong, sit out till the next time the image is shown. Get it right, we roll the dice to see how many entries you get between 1 and 10. It's big! So, you have to have a look at the available images there. Obviously, ignore the ones with the X's. They've already been guessed or whatever.
10,
You got to
11,
pick what these screenshots,
9 and 5.
not screenshots. What are they? Cover art images.
Cover art. Bit of cover art for us.
That's what they are, but they're like heavily cropped and zoomed and all that sort of garbage. Atan said number 5 is Halo 2. This boy knows how to play this game. Well done. That is correct.
I would not have picked that.
How the hell? Now, but what he does, and this is what you need to do, is just go and have a look at some video game covers. See if anything sort of, if you just look them up and have a
Nobody
look.
got time for that.
Well, clearly Atan does.
Yeah, someone's been on holidays.
Yeah. All right, so we'll have to roll the dice for him shortly. What else have we got here? Martican says number 10 is Silent Hill. Nope, incorrect. Reverse image search. Oh, look, you can try. I doubt that will work. Good luck. If it does, credit to you. Credit where credit is due, says Stace. The boy can find the most intricate things in a video game cover art, but $10 says he can't find his undies in the morning. Has he started tying his own shoelaces, or is he still on the Velcro? We'll find that out. Skrill says
all
number
over.
9 is bugging me. No, that's incorrect. Annual leave during lockdown. Yeah, that's right. I got plenty of time too. Azrael says 11 is Kingdom Come. Nope. Aidan says, you wear undies? I do. It's the natural dab after I've taken a leak. Saves,
God.
it saves when you're wearing light coloured pants. It saves the little drip wetness. We all do it. Who actually gets a bit of toilet paper and dabs? Come on, nobody. I went somewhere I probably shouldn't have.
Oh no.
Oh well, too late now.
Okay.
Radicus says number 10 is Ico. That's not right. Oh dear, my mouth saves the wetness. What? What were you going to say?
I reckon 10 and 11 are very similar titles.
Oh,
But
I don't think you're.
the games,
I think you're
the
onto
games
something.
are
There.
very, very similar.
Do you know what they are though, or you just?
I reckon I do.
Okay.
As in, you and I have chatted? No, we haven't chatted about what they are, but I reckon
no.
I've got it.
No, Snoogs
I
doesn't
reckon
know
I
the
know that.
answers to these. Snoogs doesn't know what they are. What is that? Radicus says he uses the cat. Oh, yuck.
6. Yeah.
Stace says 9 looks like Yoshi's nose, and I can't see past it. 9. Oh, no, that's just a ball. That's not Yoshi's nose. It's just a
Oh, have you
green
given
ball. Oh, I
Have you
dropped a
given
pin.
away? You've given away something there.
Nah, I don't think so. Radicus, you've already had a guess. You can't have a guess again. I'm not going to say if that's correct or incorrect. Follow the rules. It says it on the screen right there. You get one chance. I've been doing this for how many weeks, mate? Wraithy says Yoshi's Ball.
It's because the pubs are open in South Australia.
Yoshi's Ball. Unlikely to be Yoshi's Ball, but I don't really know who owns it. So I see that now. Okay, good. I'm glad you can see that now. That might help you get the right answer. All right. I'll test for Radicus. Okay, so Skrill hasn't had a go yet. Is that what we're doing there? Well, you said that number 9 was bugging me. No, I'm joking. I get it. 11, For Honor. It is not. All right, well, let's...
I have a feeling if anyone should get 10 and 11... Actually, no, I won't say who I think should get them because that might give it away.
Random number generator. This has always been really harsh to A10. So let's see. We'll hit generate. Fingers crossed for you, A10. Oh, he got 4. Actually, I think he did go all right once. Has he got another one on here?
Yeah.
As he previously got 2 for Far Cry Primal.
Once in my youth, it went well.
MFC. I think I can imagine what that stands for. 3 more than normal. Yeah. Anyway. All right. Well, that's the big giveaway game all done. Congratulations to A10.
Congratulations,
to
mate.
the rest of you. How many more have we got? We've got 1,
3,
2, 3.
10. Is it 10, 11, and 9?
Yeah, or 9, 10, and 11, if you will.
Both,
all right, let's move on.
Like be logical and all.
Yeah.
All right. On to what is that game? Here is the title. Tell me what the game actually is.
All right.
A game with balls.
Is that what it's called?
That's literally what it's called. A game with balls.
But this might be the answer to number 9.
It might be.
All right. So a game with balls. I am expecting this to be a side scroller with massive guns shooting heaps of things like hero style. I'm thinking like Broforce.
Thinking like Broforce? A10 reckons it's Lust from Beyond.
Lust from Beyond. Well, no, that's called Lust from Beyond.
Game with balls.
I don't think these guys understand the concept of this game. That's the title. That is the name of a game that really exists. Now, we don't want you to Google what the actual game is about. You're supposed to just try and work it out from the title.
Just guess it. There's so many games out there with, titles that can make sense or cannot make sense. There's very polarizing types. I
feel like this is like a double entendre game. I feel like there is going to be balls included, like physical bouncy balls. But then I feel like it's also going to be a bit Bravo-esque where, they're macho and things like that. Ball Battle Royale.
A ball battle royale.
Transgender fighting game. Nerf ball FPS. That's what I'm guessing. But I'm getting this idea of a side scroller.
Yeah, you're all wrong. Very wrong. It's a mobile game. It's a simple infinite game, which is literally there's a turret in the bottom of the screen, and it shoots. There's balls that fall down and come from the sides and whatnot that are trying to blow up the turret, and you've just got to move to shoot them out of the sky so that you don't get hit.
I like my game better.
Literally, I think your game would be a lot more fun. This one's literally just a game with balls. shooting balls to throw balls away.
Let's look this up. Game with balls.
Puppy Punch Productions, released in 2011.
Just literally showed me like ball games. How do I Google that? Game with balls, Puppy Punch
Productions.
Droidgamers.com is not showing me anything. This looks shit.
There you go. In the in the YouTube chat is a link to
Video.
Moby Games website.
Okay.
There you go. Type it into Pornhub. See if that works.
In Pornhub. No. In YouTube, is it?
Yeah. The YouTube comments. I just chucked it in there.
Oh, in like the show.
Yeah, the show.
Oh, there. Okay.
Because I know you can open that one up.
This
Nothing
video is
exciting.
unavailable.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, this is the link. Mad link, bro. Yeah, it doesn't work.
That's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm reading off.
Yeah, but it doesn't have anything to show what the game is.
It's got promo images right there in the middle.
Oh, is this the game?
That's the game. That's what I mean. It's something exciting.
To aim your balls well with tilt or touch. Hmm. Next.
As long as you aim them well.
Multiple infinite modes, themes, music, and more. Is that it?
Yeah, it's got, I think it's kind of like a score chaser type thing. Huh?
Touch to fire mighty balls.
Oh God.
Protect your cannon.
See?
I will protect my cannon, thank you.
Thank you.
Righto. Oh, the button didn't. There we go. All right, move on. What's next?
All right.
That's
What's next is the news, mate. The news.
The news. All right. Let's move across to news. What is that? That's like 4. Yep, there we go. News. What's first in news, buddy?
First in news is we have another update for the Last of Us HBO series.
We do.
Another cast has been cast.
Cast member?
Cast member has been cast, yeah.
All right. Now, I don't know who this person is, but this is her. Anna Torv. She's playing Tess. So she's hot.
Know her? I know her, yeah.
Oh, you know her? Yeah, she's from Mindhunter.
Yes.
I've not seen Mindhunter. I don't know what that is. I assume it's another TV show or something like that. But yeah, she has landed
Tess.
the role of Tess, who is Joel's, love interest or partner or something like that. Earlier on in the original game. So yeah, that's the latest one. And what is it? Balls have found a new target. Okay. What the hell? Hey, Human Grub, welcome, buddy. And
hey,
I'll just quickly scroll past these other ones. If anybody is interested, you just can ask, and we'll go in a bit more detail. But we've gone through it almost every week. But yeah, this is the latest one in the last fortnight that has been announced. Anna Torv playing Tess. That's it for that one. Nice quick one.
Nice. Another quick one. A bit of confirmation from Sony in the last couple of days. They have recently bought Nixus, the software company, to help port PS4 and PS5 games over to PC.
Yes.
Direct thing. So Jim Ryan has actually confirmed that Nixus software was specifically acquired, an acquisition, to port PlayStation games over to PC. So that's specifically what they went out and did. So I'm guessing, this is something that's pretty big within the world of PC gamers, because there's so many of those first party titles on on PS that could really work with being a PC game and getting a full treatment of a high-end PC.
Yeah, I feel like we'll only get the older games. Don't get too excited thinking we're going to get PS5 games come to the PC anytime soon. I feel like we're probably going to start seeing a lot of PS4 games being brought forward. But yeah, Sony will still keep their games exclusive for a while before they bring them to PC. Oh, look,
could you imagine God of War on PC with, DLSS and ray tracing?
Oh, look, it'll be amazing, absolutely. But I don't think you're going to see those very soon, anyway.
Oh, you're not going to see like Returnal or. Snoogs has the inside info on PS6.
Yeah, it's coming after the PS5.
It's coming. It's coming soon. Beautiful. All right, mate. This one I'm not always for remakes, but I'm looking forward to this one because it generally means that another one's in the works. So Dead Space is getting a ground up remake.
It is ground up, which is one of the good things. It's not just a HD remaster or anything like that. They're remaking this game and they're using the Frostbite engine, which I think that's what they used to make Battlefield games, isn't it? Frostbite?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, I always get Frostbite and Snowflake and stuff like that mixed up, but I'm pretty sure it's
Snowflake's
Frostbite.
more Ubisoft.
Yeah, that's right. That's what
Division
is run on. But Frostbite, Snowflake, they're very similar. It's easy for me to mess them up. But anyway, let's have a look at the teaser reveal for Dead Space's remake. Check it out. Motive.
Mm-hmm.
I was a little bit cut off on the bottom of the screen there, but Motive. Do you know who Motive are? I don't. Sure.
The studio.
Yeah, the studio that I assume is who's working on that game.
I've seen him around a bit, but I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
Nah, I don't know either. But I've got a little bit more information anyway. They are not just recreating the original game step for step. They are going to be doing some enhancements. Dead Space's enhanced limb dismemberment. So that's a mouthful. Kind of like Wraithy on a Friday afternoon. The newly announced Dead Space remake has a lot of fans excited. The original drew critical and commercial success for its blend of survival elements that had been missing from its generation of horror games, and some obvious influence coming from sci-fi. Blah blah blah. Event Horizon. That is a very, very big influence from the game. It looks very similar. Sort of what's the word? The ambiance. But yeah, they're going. Look, I thought I was reading the right part there, but I wasn't. But anyway, they're going to do some changes to the dismemberment. I think it'll probably be a little bit more necessary, probably more necessary in the higher difficulties, to down a necromorph, to chop off the limbs before you can actually kill them. But it'll be interesting to see what they do. I'm sure it won't be terribly different. It could change changed the game a lot.
It was pretty revolutionary when they actually did it, because if you aimed at the left leg, you took the left leg off.
Yeah,
like it wasn't just a randomized thing.
Yeah, and you also you could alternate the orientation of your plasma cutter, because it had 3 beams, and you could do a horizontal or a vertical cut depending on which limb you're going for. You know, if it was an arm, you might want to cut vertically because the arm comes out this way, or if it was a leg, you might want to cut horizontally because of the orientation there. But yeah, look, either way, I think it's going to be a pretty impressive release. It's got the pedigree behind it. I don't think there's any reason why this is going to be horrible, other than the fact that it's probably going to be too scary.
Motive did Squadrons and Battlefront 2.
Okay, all right, yep, cool. Because I think this was originally made by Visceral, but I think Visceral was purchased by EA and then shut down. So which is something that EA are pretty popular or pretty well known for doing, is absorbing developers and then just destroying them. But anyway, I don't think Visceral exists anymore.
No, I don't think so. I think they're all off doing different projects now, which is
But so that is coming. Dead Space ground up remake. Looking forward to it. Don't know when.
Beautiful. Yeah, it'll be one of those coming soon for a little while. I dare say probably early next year. All right, we got a new studio has been formed. Now, the reason, like, new studios come and go, we all know this, but the reason I picked up on this new studio, this news story, is 1, because of the name of the studio, and 2, because of just the pedigree of people that that are involved in it. So the studio is called That's No Moon.
Right.
You do get the nerd reference. Yeah.
Oh, the Star Wars thing. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So I just saw that and went, that's a pretty cool idea for it. It brings people from Call of Duty, The Last of Us, and some PlayStation centered veterans from within the community. It's a new AAA independent studio focusing on story-driven single-player games. So yeah, you've got people from Infinity Ward, Naughty Dog, obviously. Yeah, that's pretty it. There's not a whole lot goes into who's doing what and where they're from, but that's coming soon. I dare say we should see some more information, and the pedigree alone, I dare say someone's going to try and pick them up somewhere.
Star Wars 1313 might make a comeback. You know what? We already got Star Wars 1313. That was Jedi Fallen Order or whatever. So 1313 is gone.
Jedi Fallen Flat.
Jedi, find your way around this ant's nest of a map. Good luck to you.
Good luck.
Stupid game. Anyway.
All right, mate. Aliens Fireteam Elite gameplay. I saw this gameplay.
I feel like I didn't know about this game, but I feel like I probably should have. Have you heard about this game? Fireteam Elite? I think I did, but I forgot about it. But anyway, we got some gameplay footage of this new Aliens Fireteam Elite. Do you want to have a look?
Yeah, why not?
Let's have a look. It's not the full
hour worth of gameplay, is it?
Oh, it is, but I'm not going to show all of it. No, it's 15 minutes, but I'm not going to show all of it. Let's have a look. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen,
everyone in the chat's thoughts as well.
Look elite.
Oh no, I don't want to hear these guys talking. All right, let's talk over the top of it. This is the gameplay here for this game. What do you think of it?
Like I said, I knew about this for quite some time. I was expecting something completely different. I am not a fan of it.
Well, I mean, it's very different to the previous Alien game, which is very slow and like atmospheric.
This just
and all
looks
this
like
sort
a
of
wave
stuff.
defense to me.
Yeah, that's what it's like. It feels like just a wave defense game with an alien skin over the top of it.
Yeah, and the one like I'm a big fan of the Alien movies and the whole lore surrounding those movies and details. You know, even towards the Alien versus Predator stuff, and you know these things just fall on the floor. If you had to drop that many of them, they'd just eat away at the floor. Like there'd be nothing there.
Yeah, the acid blood. But yeah, look, this just looks like just a shit fight of a game, and I think it's been summed up perfectly by Kaiser Kate in the chat. Looks like it'll get boring after an hour.
Yeah.
I think this is a one night and done. Like what part of this from what we're watching says this is unique, new, and amazing?
Nothing.
Like
Nothing at all.
It's just Left 4 Dead with aliens instead of zombies.
Yeah.
Or what's that other game? Killing Floor. Just like a Killing Floor.
Yeah.
Look, they're gonna need
it's a shame, really.
They're gonna need to show something unique before this is something that I would like entertain. It just looks too samey. It's like I've played this game before, like that Dino game we played and deleted. Yeah. Was it Extinction or something? Whatever that was called. I don't know.
Yep.
But yeah, like
Second Extinction.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
On Alien had red GT stripes. Or one Alien had red GT stripes. I did see that red one. It just
Shit, it's a red one.
Oh, Martikins is off. See ya, buddy. Thanks for coming.
See you, mate.
All right. But yeah, look, I saw this and I wasn't overly impressed. I think it's pretty average, actually. I don't know. I think it probably should have been first person as well.
Have you watched a lot of the footage for it? Because I got bored with it and I skipped through and it looked the same all the way through. So I didn't actually listen to them talking. I think it's still alpha footage anyway. But like there's no detail about where it's taking place or why it's taking place. Like, are these the Marines going back in to retake the facility? Are they, you know, like, what's the reason? Is there an end game to it? I
don't know. Doesn't look amazing to me.
No.
I don't even really care.
I can't. I do, because I'm an Alien fan.
Well, me too, but I'm not going to be a fan of something just because it's a typical
No, but that's what I mean. I am not a fan of this, but it has such a good subject matter. You know, like Alien Isolation was pants-wettingly frightening.
Oh, well, that went too far. That went too far for me. Amazing game, but I can't play it. It's too unsettling.
By you know, sort of an hour into it, I'm starting to have heart palpitations. But this could have been, so much more.
Anyway, we'll see how it goes. It can't be worse than the Sega version that they did a few years back. Colonial Marines?
Colonial Marines.
But we'll see. We won't completely can it before it's released. But that footage does not look terribly inviting. It looks very repetitive.
Doesn't do it for me.
And boring. But anyway, that was what's it called? Fire Team Elite. Aliens Fire Team Elite.
Yeah.
All right, what's next?
All right. PS Plus and games with gold. So what have you got to come up first? PS Plus?
Yep. There we go.
All right, we've got Hunter's Arena Legends, which is the PS5 title. It's a new... How would you describe this one?
I can't remember. Was it like a MOBA?
I think so. It's like a PvE, VP, Battle Royale. It's another Battle Royale, pretty much.
Oh, is it?
Where you've got...
I did look it up and watched a video on it, but I can't remember what it is. It was that disappointing when I saw it. I'm like, whatever.
Well, that's the thing too. It's a game that I reckon I'll play maybe once or twice and find out just how many sweaties are in it. And
that's
just
once or twice more than I'm likely to play it.
Yeah. I'll at least give it a crack and tell everyone how bad it is next time. They should actually be online now for anyone that wants to go and pick them up. Then we've got Plants vs Zombies, which is a very specific one. I can't remember which one it is. And Tennis World Tour.
Battle for Neighborville.
Battle for Neighborville. Apparently, I haven't watched because it does not interest me at all. Apparently, this is a really good game, like Plants vs Zombies.
The last time, is this the 3D shooter one?
Yes.
The last time I tried playing that, was it, what did they call it? It was like Plants vs Zombies, and it was a play on Modern Warfare. Garden Warfare it was called. I could not get a match to save my life. There was no one playing it. It was dead.
Yeah.
That was when it came free to whatever it was on. I couldn't get a match. So I don't know. This one's probably no better. But mate, I am just chomping at the bit to play Tennis World Tour 2.
Well,
mate,
hold on.
You mean they're giving that for free?
I know, right? But cool your horses. Just back it up a little bit. Good old Matt from over at Player 2 put up a tweet when this was first released. And he goes, "Let me all do you a favour. For those of you excited and thinking about playing Tennis World Tour number 2, don't."
Well, luckily my excitement was sarcasm.
Oh, I've got zero interest in that one.
Well,
I don't understand
how can it
why.
be bad? That's Roger Federer and is that Nadal? Is that who that is?
Sure.
I don't know, but
I don't know.
how can it be
I don't
bad?
know
If
who
those
either of
guys
them
are like advertising it. Surely it's world class. Look, I don't even really give a shit if it's the best tennis game in the world. I don't really want to play it.
It's still tennis.
I don't have anything against tennis, but I don't really want to play a tennis video game.
No, I don't have anything against the game. It is just completely and utterly boring for me. That's no. But
I don't
again,
mind. I like
forgot.
watching the ladies play tennis. I'm all for that. Have you seen where they keep the balls? They just tuck them into their undies.
Just tuck them up. Just tuck it on the side there.
They
That's
tuck
all right.
They tuck a spare ball into their undies.
Yeah,
It's bliss.
you've got to hold
I'm
it
sure-
somewhere.
They won't simulate that in this game. They'll just automatically have the balls, which is part of the reason why I'm not interested.
Moving on, games with gold. Another month. Seems to be this one. We've got Darksiders 2, which is probably the Darksiders 3, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Genesis
Look at that,
or whatever it is. No, not Genesis.
Yeah, cool.
No, just Darksiders 3.
Darksiders 3. All right. Ukulele, which looks like a whole lot of fun. Lost Planet 3. I've heard good things about Lost Planet 3.
Yeah, 15 years ago.
I don't know. Well, that's when I heard good things about it. And then I think it's called Mark of the Wolves is the last one. I've not heard about it at all.
No, never heard of it. Never seen that game before. Fatal Fury it is.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, thanks, Kaiser Kate. Because I didn't
There
know
you
that.
go.
I
Look
just
at that,
read
eh?
your comment. Tommy has said, gonna push off, guys. Aussie Olympic basketball is on. See ya. Good luck to the Aussies.
See you,
Thanks.
mate. Barely Aussies.
Thanks for being there, buddy.
Reiki owns them
Bye-bye.
all. Good stuff. Yeah, so that's the PS Plus Engage with Gold this month. Everyone online that's had a had a conversation in whether it be PlayStation's post or Xbox's post, I've not seen a positive comment amongst any of them. So
Look, they are what they are.
well done,
but,
gamers. Well done, gamers, for whinging for extras. Speaking of whinging, the last bit of news for you, that McDonald's PS5 controller.
That's this thing. Would you buy one?
No. Would I accept one as a prize? Fucking oath I would.
Yeah.
That
well,
is
they made
so hideously gorgeous.
they made 50 of them.
Did they actually make them?
Yeah, well, it depends on where you get your information from. I have heard that they
Okay.
were made, which may or may not be accurate. I don't know, but let's just go with that because it goes towards a little bit more humor in the actual story. So let's not let the truth get in the way of that. All right. So they've made 50 of these things, and this is in McDonald's Australia. So McDonald's has gone all the way all out and made a custom PlayStation 5 skin for the DualSense 5, whatever it is, DualSense, to celebrate the 50th anniversary of McDonald's in Australia or the world. I don't know.
That's right. In Australia, the first, the opening of the first store, I think it was Yaguna.
Yeah. Now the plan is they were going to do a stream week, and they were going to give away these 50 controllers to viewers of the stream. And it'd be actually a pretty good thing because this is very limited. 50 of them in the world from an actual legit McDonald's. They'd be worth a pretty penny. The only problem is though, McDonald's
Rafe is ripping it
what is it?
in the chat. That's fucked. That's 50 too
50
many.
too many.
Mad Cats. Did Mad Cats make this? Wow.
Oh shit! I wonder if it comes pre-greasy. But anyway, what McDonald's failed to do was these ones. Yeah, hello McDonald's. Sorry, PlayStation. This is McDonald's. Yeah. Do you mind if we actually make these things and give them away? I know it's your product that we're going to be representing with all our shit all over it, but can we do that? Yeah, we can. All right, sweet as cheese. Goodbye. They completely forgot that step. So Sony, and rightly so, have gotten on the phone, and this is what happened. They ring them up and they go, "Yo, McDonald's, hey, yeah, this is Sony. Yeah, fucking no. You are not doing that shit." So, presumably, if they actually did make them, once again, I don't actually know if they did, but let's just pretend they did. These things are going to be sitting in a warehouse, and maybe they'll probably get flogged.
No,
By-
McDonald's. Info at the AGExp. I'll send you the details.
Yeah.
Shoot them over because I want one.
Some
It is
14-year-old
so
snotty
gorgeous.
nose
It's hideous.
burger flipper is going to be down there, and he's going to pinch a couple and probably put them on eBay. Look, I would actually hazard a guess at saying they probably didn't make them yet. But yeah, they
Honesty,
advertised
it's probably
it.
a white one with a sticker. Like,
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
know if
look,
it'll
I
be
don't
a
know.
full custom plate.
But they advertised it as the prize and giveaways and all that sort of stuff. And now that they've been smacked on the hand and told no, they have postponed the live week, stream week, and they need to go and work out
They've come back with what the prizes
what
are.
prizes. Oh, have they? I don't have that update.
They have. I'm going off memory here because I read it, I think, yesterday, that they haven't come back with. I don't think they've actually set a time for when they're going to go live with them, but the prizes are like a Twitch Prime sub or something like that.
Oh, calm down. Let's not go overboard.
That's exactly was my thoughts. Like it's gone from, something, and the streamers that they had lined up to do it. I don't watch a lot of streaming, so I don't know who they are, but they're not any of the Aussie streamers that I've heard of or met or anything like that. But look, personally, I like the controller. Would I buy one? No, I would not buy one.
Yeah.
But would I like to have it and put it on the shelf behind me? And it's one thing that I wrote when it first came out, as it first come up on Twitter. I'm like, that thing is so disgustingly hideous. I must have it.
Yeah.
Like, so,
Well, I said I'll definitely pre-order to not get one, thank you.
Yeah.
Look, just while we're on McDonald's, I just want to point out, Wraithy's put something in the chat that we were talking about the other night. He was under the impression the Grimace was a characterized taste bud. That's what the character was. I laughed so hard at him. I'm like, dude, he's not a taste bud. He's just a blob. He's a nothing. He's just a thing. But anyway, he's just put it in the chat. It just made me laugh again. But yeah, he actually believed some meth addict or whatever probably mentioned it to him once. Oh, did you know that Grimace was a taste bud? He just believed it. He's not.
Radicus. That's harsh. It's harsh.
What did it say? Your wife said the same. About what?
That's ridiculously hideous. I must have one.
Oh, right. Okay. That's funny. Grimace is what you can become after you eat too much Maccas. All right. What's next?
Yeah, you definitely go that colour. WTF news of the week.
WTF news of the week. All right. Snoogs, have you heard of Gamergoo?
No.
This is
I'm concerned. Do I want to hear about Gamergoo?
Gamergoo comes in cinnamon and peppermint flavors. I put Gamergoo on my hands, and God help me, I actually liked it.
What is it?
It is a hand balm, if you will, to help with sweaty hands. Stop you from sweating. You know what it is. It's basically...
Gamers don't have a bad enough reputation as it is as being a bunch of wankers. And you're adding this to it. Oh, God.
So, contrary to what you may think, it's not a little squeeze bottle filled with someone's jizz. It is... it is mostly hand sanitizer, really. Because it has like an alcohol content which will dry out your hands and stop you from sweating during playing games. So I mean, it's probably a decent product, and it has, you know, some smells to it, which it smells nice. But why would you call it Gamergoo? Seriously?
Oh, someone in marketing should get shot.
Ridiculous. But anyway, it's a real thing, and you know what? My first thought was, I'm going to buy some.
There's going to be a marketing campaign where it's going to be a big, fat, sweaty gamer just pouring it over them.
No, you don't want to do that. You would not do that. And do you want to know why?
Because of the alcohol content?
No, because I went to buy some. And this is how much it costs.
Okay.
$72.69.
For what?
For one squeezy thing of Gamergoo of Beach Breeze, an anti-sweat solution. $72. This is on Amazon Australia. So who out there is going to get some of this stuff? This is where I could. This is the only place I could find it for $70. That's absolutely ridiculous. Scuff has gamer grip. Okay, but yeah, and it smells like nut. I'm not buying any. I don't even care to get it just for the sake of the show. No. I'm not buying that shit. That is absolutely ridiculous. Thanks. So this stupid shit earns my WTF news of the week. No stains, no mess.
Do your socks get hard and crusty? Try Gamergoo.
Wash and dry hands, shake tube well, apply a pea-sized amount of goo to the palms, spread evenly for 30 seconds. Step 5, dominate. Fuck off. What a load of shit. Anyway,
Oh, wow.
that is it.
Well,
All right. What's next?
well, thank you. Thank you for that. That's it, mate.
That's
On
it.
to our last words.
Well,
So, quick
last
shout out
words
to
it
everyone
is.
listening along live. Thank you, everyone, for hanging around, giving us a laugh as you always do. Last words. Do you want to lead us off with that, mate?
All right. Well, I've got this that I wanted to show, which is from Ryan Reynolds' tweet. It's a little bit more of a trailer or whatever from Free Guy. So let's have a look at that. I don't think it was impactful to
Please
go
tell
into
me
news.
it's the one with Korg.
No, I don't think it's in this one.
Not the reaction? No? Okay.
It might
That's
be.
this one.
I don't know. Let's have a look.
Here he is, the little do-gooder. Activate. Dude,
We're still working on him.
I worked on him myself. He's perfect. Drop in, dude, now.
Who are you?
Catchphrase.
Catchphrase?
Well, I don't think one up yet. Although catchphrase is a pretty cool catchphrase.
Am I a role model? I don't know. I mean, I do know that you hear about actors complaining about how hard their movie workouts are. And I'll tell you, I don't have time for that. I've been at this 1 week, and I gotta tell you, it's coming in nicely. I start every day with a protein bomb. It's made exclusively of human muscle. It's completely organic and illegal. Acting is mind over matter, and judgment, and common sense. Sure, I don't fit into the Deadpool suit anymore, but life is about growth, hormones. Well, I actually fathered our youngest daughter when I was this muscular. The child was born full grown and wearing shoes, which was weird for Blake.
Who is this?
I don't know.
I mean, he's just like you, but way better.
I think he's gonna hit you.
He punches so hard, but yet his hands are so soft. Boom.
The only thing is, though, I don't think any of us are going to be allowed to go and watch it. August 13, it says. We're in lockdown.
Yeah.
What I like about those trailers is that I think it's all new content. I don't think half of that was actually from the movie, but it's just part of the promotion. So it's not giving too much away. It does show off a new character. But yeah, it looks mad. This movie's going to be sick, I reckon. But
It's going to be a lot of fun, I think.
I don't think we're going to be able to go see it on release unless it does come to a streaming service. I don't know. It's going to be a shame.
Yeah, it'll be one of those ones that's put back for a little while.
Yeah.
Because they're all shut at the moment.
All right. For my next bit of last words, I wanted to mention this upcoming Saturday, the 7th of August, we are running the AGExp trivia show. So 8:30 p.m. Sydney time. Probably tomorrow sometime, I will schedule the stream. So that way you'll be able to go and click on a reminder for when we go live. Agents of Age are going to be versing each other in not 4 categories. What do you call them? 4
Jeopardies.
What? Jeopardies?
What's wrong with categories?
Rounds.
Four
4 rounds. Starting off with some multiple choice, then some short answer, some what's that sound, and screenshot questions. I think there's about 40 questions all up, and we're all going to be battling each other. So it's going to be a live stream. A10 gives us the up yours emoji because I think he's working. I think. I guess it's not fucking my fault. But yeah, so
he comes back with the response.
That is coming this Saturday. So if you're listening to this as the podcast after the fact, make sure that you come and click on the remind me button for when we go live on Saturday night. It is going to be a bit of fun, and that's what it is. The reason that I've put this together, other than, yeah, it's just good fun, but during lockdown, it's shit. This is a bit of entertainment for us, something a little bit different to we're normally used to, and I think we'll get a fair bit out of it, and it'll be a good chance to come all together. Phrasing. There'll be no coming together. We'll be.
Speak for yourself. The
we'll
camera's
be
only up here.
We'll be in Discord anyway. So there is a Discord channel called Trivia Night or something like that. We'll all join that, and if you've got your webcams, that'd be great. We'll all play together, and it'll be fun. I'll be your host.
If you want to join.
No, go. If you go with what you were going to say.
No, I was just saying, if you come along, join us. If you want to have your video on, have a video on. It'd be good to see some faces to these names that we know so well. Most of you, we know who you are, but there's a couple that are still hiding away. So come and join us. Want to join in with the camera? By all means, please do. Or if you just want to join with voice, because you've got things running around in the background or whatever, come on, just come on in and say good day.
Now I've forgotten what I was going to say. Things.
Okay. Things.
I'm still working.
What's
I'm still working on a prize. I'm not 100% sure what it'll be for the winner, but there will be something. But yeah, so it's going to be a bit of fun. So come along to that.
Cool.
What do you got, buddy? Anything?
Last bit of words from me. Head on over to the Synth Spacey show and check out Spacey Spin. Myself and Uncle Chunt jumped in to help him out with the launch of the first one, and we talked about a couple of things, which were Stream Deck. See, I did it wrong again. Steam Deck.
Yeah.
The I think it was Bixby, some rodent thing on the Xbox, and
no, Blinks.
Blinks. Is that it? There you go.
Bixby's
Still
that
some rodent
stupid
thing.
button on a Samsung phone.
Oh, it is too. Yeah. And the other thing was some shoes. I think they were like Sega Mega Drive shoes or something that were absolutely hideous. Shocking. Go and check out the videos.
Oh dear. All right, I have checked those out. No, what I was going to ask you is, do you want to help hosting, or do you want to be part of the?
For sure.
Do you want to answer?
I'll help host. I'll help host.
Okay, then I can give you all the answers then. All right, we'll do the giveaways.
Yes, the entries for the giveaways.
All right, let's do that.
Wraithy's off. Night break, love ya.
Where you going?
Enjoy your prolapse. He says late. He's an old man now, remember?
10:30. What the hell? Wraithy, you and I are going to have words soon. All right, let's get these underway. We'll get some...
And Grub. See you too, mate.
Not Snoogs. Is that actually you?
Yeah. That is me, yeah.
It is you.
But I won. Look.
No, you fucking didn't.
This is how easy it is, people. Get on over there and leave a comment. Yeah.
All right, then.
Some asshole called Not Snoogs won.
Yeah. Oh, geez, you give Snoogs a hard time. Shut up.
I'm pretty sure that was your reply. That or he loves
probably.
it, one or the other.
Yeah, I said he loves it. He asked me to do it. And to tell you that you owe me a ticket. That was a subsequent comment that he'd already put up. We got Atan. This has now become what waiting for. waiting for the next episode on TV used to feel like always wanting more, but having to wait till the next fortnight for the next episode. Great job, guys. Thanks, 18.
Aww. Thanks, mate.
And last one, I think it is. We're up to Skrill. So, top show, guys. Can't wait for the next one. Well, we're on the next one right now. Okay, so next one is this one here. So I'm going to generate 5 random times, and I'm going to try and put them in order. The first one is 12 minutes. And we've got 19 minutes. 1 hour 44.
Tell you what, while Luke's finishing that up, head on over for those that are listening on. Make sure you head over to our website. We've got some good things on there. We've obviously got the Death Store review. I've got some developer spotlights from PAX East that have gone up there. Blightbound info, new information for the Hot Wheels upcoming game, and also some stuff recently put up for Flight Sim on the Xbox consoles. Make sure you go and say good day. Plus, there's stuff going up there every couple of days. So keep an eye out.
Okay, so the first one is Streamlabs. Streamlabs gets an entry now. It's Spaceys. So Spaceys for that one. And then, so we go to 19 minutes, all the way up here. That is Grub. Human Grub.
The Grub.
And we're at 28 minutes. Would you guys rather me just do this off air, or do you just want to see it for transparency purposes? This is 18.
Legitimacy.
Do you trust me enough to do it, or do you want me to keep doing it like this? Because I know this is not amazing content, me just doing this. But this is half the shit of me doing stuff behind the scenes. 1 hour 44.
10 like it. Kaiser, you got banned for some reason.
Who got banned?
Kaiser did, but I got nothing come up.
Wait, you got banned? I didn't see anything saying that.
No.
He wouldn't have been banned, but he might have been put in a timeout or something. Not
Yeah,
sure
I've got
why.
nothing come up.
Radicus gets the next one. Or if you guys like seeing this because you like seeing if you're the one getting the entries, I don't know. Because alternatively, I'll do this off the air and then announce it. Who actually got the entries. But anyway, 2 hours 12 is the last one.
Well, everyone's saying they enjoy it, so...
No, if you like seeing it, I'm happy to do it. I just thought I'd put that offer out there.
Scuff Gaming's Gamer Grip is €10 for 1 ounce.
What's that, like $30 Australian?
20 odd, yeah.
20, 25 maybe?
Yeah.
20 to $30. That's pretty expensive.
One ounce, which is what, 30 mil? 30 grams?
An ounce? I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey, Google, convert 1 ounce to, what is that?
Grams.
Grams.
Yeah.
I didn't hear that, did you? I was too busy talking. I don't know.
No, I didn't.
Whatever. No, shut up. I'm not talking to you. It's not that I didn't hear it because it was too quiet. I didn't hear it because I was talking over the top of you, being a rude prick. But you're a machine, so I don't care. Shut the fuck up. I set Radicus's off as well. Oh, that's funny. All right, sorry about that. But anyway, all right, that's was that it? Is that all? Have I done it?
Yeah, I think that's it, mate.
That's it. All right. Let's check here. Done that. I've done that. I've done that. I'm done.
Beautiful. That's it. We're good to go.
We are good to go.
All
Thanks
right.
everyone for watching.
Thank you, everybody. Thanks everyone for joining us this week. We will see you for the next one. Be sure to hit that sub button wherever you're watching or listening along. And don't forget to continue any of these topics over on our Discord channel. Come and say good day.
Press the like button.
Go and do it. Give
Most
us a
people
thumbs
did.
up. Nice.
Thank you very much. Thank you to everyone for the super chats, Radicus and Lorne. Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. Thank you very much. Join us on our socials to get a bit of better insight into the lunacy that goes on behind the scenes. Myself is at Snoogavision over on Twitter, or at AussieGamers12 on Twitter for Lucas. Also, we've got the podcast account, which is at the AGExp pod. While you're at it, like I said before, hit up the website, www.theagexp.com. Links, as always, are in the podcast show notes and descriptions, wherever they are around the place. That's all from me. I have once again been Snoogs.
And I have been Lucas.
See yas.
Bye-bye, dude.
Bye-bye.
See you on Saturday. Be there.
Be there.
Ooh, once again, we have reached the end of another week in gaming. And if you've listened all the way up until this point of the show, then there's a good chance that you're a perfect fit for the AGExp Discord channel. And you can join by using the links in the show description. Once you've joined, you will find yourself within a community of amazing people who are all interested in one thing, and that's gaming. You can also join in live while we record the show and have your say. Now, don't forget to subscribe to this podcast so you'll be notified when the next episode is available for your listening pleasure. Until next time, take care, be safe, and keep on gaming.